What's up YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be going through how I shot this. Super easy lighting setup. All you need is one of these. And a lot of patience. Let's roll. Okay, so we're down in the woods. We're all set up on the path. I've pulled a log out, so what I'm hoping is that I'm going to throw a stick. Ava's going to run over and get it, then she's going to bring it back to me, and then snap, we're going to get the picture. Nice easy setup. I've got the camera on a tripod, and I've got a light just with a grid, just to kind of squeeze that light in a bit, so it's not going to light up the whole area, it's just going to light up Ava, hopefully. Got a remote control, so I don't have to be right next to the camera, otherwise when she runs back to me she'll just stop right in front of it instead of running over the log. Yeah, that's it. Let's see how we go. We're all finished. I think I have jumped over that log more than Ava. I'm really hot. We've been here about an hour. So now let's go back to the studio and see what we've got. After all that running around on the trail, we're back in the office to talk a little bit about how we ended up with our final image. So I'm going to go through the settings. I'm going to tell you the settings, but really they're not important. What's important is that you understand the process of how we get to the settings we end up with. So for this image, I started with shutter speed. I know that Ava's going to be really fast jumping around over that log, so we know we need a fast shutter speed. So I started with a shutter speed of 1/4000th of a second. Next I move on to aperture. The way I've got it set up with the log over the path, I don't know where she's going to be crossing. She could be quite close to the camera, she could be quite far away, which means I need a good deep depth of field. So I shut the aperture down to f4. So at 1/4000th f4, we've got a nice deep depth of field. We know that it's going to be fast enough to catch her, and now when I look in the back of the camera everything's dark, so I need to just wind the ISO up until I start to see the trees and the ambient light come through. So I ended up at ISO 3200. I only wanted a little bit of ambient light. So for the trees, for this image, the trees in the background were 2 or 3 stops underexposed, so they're quite dark. And then all I done once I had that was turn my flash on and then take a test shot and then wind it down until the patch of the log where I expected her to be was exposed okay, and it got to, I think it's about 1/4 power in the end, so not a lot. If we have a look at the final image, this is the raw image straight out of camera, and as you can see it's pretty much there. I did do a little bit of an edit on it. You can see I've just cooled down the background, and then I've cooled it down and I've made it a little bit darker, and I've just done that to make the Ava pop just a little bit more off the screen. Little bit of a vignette, and I've removed some sticks and some dots and some things that were just like a little bit, they were just distractions really. But that's it. If you look closely you can see that Ava's eyes, I've just boosted the orange a little bit just to make her eyes shine. But I mean really everything we got was in camera. So that's it, super easy, one light setup. Grab your kit, grab your camera, get out on the trail, take your own photos. Thanks very much for watching, see you in the next episode.